journey of the 5th edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Alright, anyone here to help me with something?
Okay. I'm here.
Okay, I need to figure out my personality.
Okay.
This
Okay, then.
Jim helped me, and I told him to just make my personality however he thought would be hilarious, or funny, or fun, or whatever, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, I don't know how to act like this. So it says my personality trait is I watch over my friends as if they were a litter of my puppies. And I'm driven by wanderlust, so I get that. That's fine. But then it says my ideals is might, and the strongest are meant to rule. And I'm like, okay. And then it says my bond is I suffer awful visions of a coming disaster and will do anything to prevent it. And flaw is I'm too enamored with ale. I can understand that one. It's the ideals and the bond I don't understand quite how to make that into my personality.
So, which one was it? Everybody's your cub, or you treat...
My personality trait is I watch over my friends as if they were a litter of newborn pups.
So you're overprotective.
Yeah,
of
it
your team.
It also says I'm driven by a wanderlust that leads me away from home. So I like to go on adventures. So I'm cool with those two.
Yeah.
And then my ideals is evil. It says right there. I might, and then the strongest are meant to rule.
Yeah, so that one you're just I would say perpetuate and support strength and power, whether that be you or somebody that you perceive has the power. But if you saw weakness, the potential would be that, they might be the litter, the weak one in the litter that might have to just,
die.
If they die,
Yeah, okay.
Having like a flashback to Walking Dead. Just look at the flowers.
And then the bond is also something I'm having an issue with. It says I suffer awful visions of a coming disaster, and I will do anything to prevent it.
Well, if you're having issues with it, type in something different.
No, I'm trying to figure out my personality. It's not that. It's like I'm trying to understand how it works with the personality. You weren't there for it, Jim? You went to go get a drink?
I went to get a drink. But no, what I'm saying is, if you want to change it. Go for it.
If you want to change it to help fit something that is easier for you to portray.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As in, you have narrative control to edit your character sheet. Yes, your character is new and fresh, and if you want to put something else in there, do it.
Yeah, it's your character. He's just doing suggestions.
Yeah. Okay.
I just threw in what the auto generator had as options, and the best one that picked, the best of the first 3 clicks I gave it.
Well, no, I'm liking all of it. I'm just trying to figure out how it works with a personality that I want to give this character. So.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid to change it if you want to change it.
Okay. And people change. We'll see.
Yeah, the one you'd have to kind of figure out what the impending doom is that you're having visions of, and then you're having like nightmares that rack and bother you, and you're doing
what
things.
What is this nightmare you
think
speak of?
Yeah,
not enough ale.
Trying to do stuff you think is trying to prevent.
Okay.
So you could be a little conflicted at times, if you think it's something that's contrary to, the visions.
And even worse, maybe you want those visions to happen.
Wow.
Maybe you want to bring about the apocalypse.
No apocalypse.
Well, the strongest are meant to rule, so we'll see.
Right?
Okay.
You're still a goblin, right? Yeah.
I'm still a goblin, yeah.
Okay.
I am a druid, but I am a goblin.
Right.
We get a new player, we definitely need somebody to tank.
Yes. Oh my god.
Well, druids make pretty good tanks if you turn into a tanky animal.
That is true. I definitely want to turn into a wolf, so...
Well, I am still waiting for you to give me that list of 3 or 4 animals that you want to turn into. I'm just saying.
Ah, crap. I thought I sent you that. One of them was definitely a wolf.
So that way in the Roll20 lobby, I can give you control of one of those so you can basically see the stats.
And what kind of druid are you?
Druid, Outlander. Yeah.
Outlander's a background, right?
Oh, okay.
She's a druid of the moon, too. The shape-shifting one.
Moon.
Circle of
shapeshifter.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can very much be tanky. You turn into a bear, that's pretty goddamn tanky.
Yep, it's exceptionally tanky.
Yeah, so I'm excited because I've never played farther than a level 2 druid, and I'm level 3, so...
Nice.
Yay!
This will be fun.
Yoda's sitting in front of me on his back, and I just realized my dog has an odd number of nipples. He's missing a nipple.
You just noticed that?
He's got so much fur. Like, he's been losing fur on his belly. And so I didn't really notice it, because he usually doesn't let me mess with his belly. I'm not sure what, I think mostly because I've been ignoring him, and he's like, come on, look at my belly. Pay attention to me.
Probably embarrassed by being odd nipples. I mean,
He's got the odd number nipple phobia. If I don't let people play with my belly, they won't know about my nipple issue.
His nipple deficiency.
When he was a puppy, he had a nip slip and it never came back.
He has these weird little black nipples that look like mole. Well, not even quite a mole, like birthmark. And I was like, and I'm looking down. I'm like, wait a minute. One of these things is not like the other.
Nice.
Okay, so where are we, Jim?
Okay, so when last we left off, you managed to clear out the last of the danger around the quarry. And our sad pause. 2 surviving members of the Goblin excursion decided to check the place out, and you went down and you realized all the let me flip back and show you the travesty.
Yeah, I'm a wizard, man. I can't bring nobody back. I can do a lot.
The travesty. I mean, look at all those bodies. Bodies everywhere. The flies are already starting to collect.
So many bodies.
Obviously, a bunch of them were weak. They couldn't save themselves with a little help. So.
Wow.
As Tarkin looks at you and goes,
run. I'm gonna say I was gonna run away.
Tarkin's like, too soon.
It didn't happen.
Right. Well, I'm just helping with our new acquaintances concept there.
Because remember, we had a long rest taken in hiding in the woods, as you guys threw off the remaining orcs in the area, so that way it's completely safe that you guys went down to the bottom of the quarry. You explored the cave area and you found out that there was another goblin prisoner chained to the wall.
Nice.
By her hands and a dog collar around the neck. It was very, very humiliating. Wow. It's almost like she had a secret.
Okay.
So how do you introduce yourself to the party? That's you, Anaia. Yep, that's...
Yeah, no. I'm just wondering, am I still in handcuffs and all that right now, or did they undo it all?
Well, they come walking in the cave. What do you say to them?
Friend or foe? Friend.
It depends. Who are you?
Sorry. I'm Naze.
And let's see, just a second here. And this is I don't have light cantrip. Well, but I got night vision, so I can identify this as a goblin.
Yep, you can clearly see this is a dirty goblin tied up. What do you look like to the others?
Well, I'm going to go with the really cool picture that Jim put down on my bio. And I'm green with a kind of missing eye and scars. And
well, it doesn't have to be a missing eye. It could just be a different color eye. You could be piebald.
Well, that's
you
cool.
are a shapeshifter after all.
Ooh, okay, so I have one kind of cool crystal eye and one brown eye with scratches on my face. I like it a lot. It's cool. And kind of look more tribal. With a cool staff. Because I have a staff. I even looked in my character sheet. Hey.
It's almost like I spent time to find a cool picture for you instead of just grab the third cool picture I saw, which is totally what I did, by the way.
I'm totally cool with that.
Is this from the icon, or I didn't? Which character? If
you look at her character sheet,
at Naze at the top.
Nice. Yeah, there I see it now. Oh, okay. Currently minus the staff, but yeah, okay.
Currently less staff, more chains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like that picture, so we're going to keep it that way.
All right, well, I'll be like, yeah. Well, we have freed some. I am Geldran, wizard of the whatever our clan is. And we'll begin to take the collar off and then release the other shackles.
Ah, lovely.
And I wave, I'm like, I'm next. That's Borf.
Borf! Dog, hi!
Borf wags his tail. A stupid dog grin,
Yep.
Do you have a clan?
So would that be something I would have, Jim?
That's something you can make up, whether you have a clan. He's basically asking, do you have a clan of goblins that you belong to, or are you just like a foundling? What's your backstory?
Oh, okay. I do have a clan, but I like to travel without them. I don't know where they are. It's fine.
Huh. Well, these are dangerous times to be alone. You're welcome to come with us.
Okay. What do you guys do?
Where the fates lead us.
Ooh, I like this. Okay.
Oh. That reminds me. I need to roll some dice.
Speaking of the destiny, when you woke up and covered in leaves going, wow, today sucks. Oh, wait, it's tomorrow.
Oh.
The 10 sucks, but the 2's good. That can come in handy.
Nothing like having divinity tell you it's a 10 or a 2.
Yeah, but 10's like, well, shit.
That's literally the translation for a 10. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Was it an unmoving barn? Yes, then it hits.
Exactly. Okay. But just because I rolled dice doesn't mean you need to be rolling dice.
Sometimes I need to just roll some random D100s to see what happens, As the case may be,
Yeah, well.
Stop making us feel terrified.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Oh, Jim, where is Moonbeam? I can't find it. Where would that be?
It is not on your spell sheet.
No.
I will have to add that to your spell sheet.
Oh, okay.
Because that's not one of apparently the stock ones that comes up on it.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's probably because that's one of the newer ones, right? Out
Yeah.
of one of the books.
Damn. All right.
It's basically the fire sphere spell for druids.
No, it's in here. Moonbeam. I just did a search under the eye. Under the little eye for information thing. If you click that and click and type in the little search Moonbeam comes up. Might not be in the preload, but
it's not in the preload
generator, but it is in the search.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right, how do I add it?
Basically manually copy paste into the spell page.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Henceforth, why it isn't in there yet, because I hadn't had a chance to do that yet.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But you can feel free to do it, Anaia, on your character sheet. See how it goes back to that. It's your character sheet. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yep. All right.
So, how are you going to recruit her to join the cause? Besides, unshackling her.
Well, like I said, I told her, we kind of go where we need to go to protect the goblins and unite the goblinoid clans so that we become more powerful as a unity.
So, Anaia, I can tell you that you were sold to these half-orcs by slavers up from the north, if you want to tell them about them. You can totally add extra things to it, by the way.
That I was captured and sold, or what will you trying to prompt me?
You were basically captured, sold, and these half-orcs bought you to come work the quarry here until they found out you were too difficult to work with.
Okay.
Did you get fucking with their wolves?
Ooh, goodness.
So what do you tell them? They just told you they're here to free goblins, That is huge. Maybe some more of your clan are captive by the slavers.
That's a good point. Well, all right, story time. We'll see how rambunctious I get here. So I was minding my own business all by myself in the woods, in the deep, dark, scary woods, and these goblins just came out of nowhere and attacked me for no reason.
You mean half-orcs or orcs?
Half-orcs or whatever. They're evil and gross and ugh. And God damn, I'm hyper tonight. And they took me and they put me on this weird stage, and then somebody bought me, and then I got thrown into this quarry to do stupid things. And they kept making me heal, but barely heal the humans and the other goblins, and it wasn't nice. And then you came. It was nice. That's nice.
Your oppressors are, well, no more.
Oh, really? They're dead? Yay.
Yes.
Even like the weird albino one?
Yeah.
Good. I like this. Where are you guys going? Can I come?
Yes, you're more than welcome to join us.
Yay!
Like I said, safety in numbers.
Safety in numbers. Because I was alone when they found me. I don't want to do that again.
Trying times.
Yeah.
Bad to be alone.
I'm just also looking at Borf this whole time, like going, hi, what's going on? Hi. I like animals.
So I see.
So is there anything of interest in the cave?
Anything of interest
Is
in
there
the
anything?
cave?
Well, I don't think we ever really got a chance to look and loot.
No.
Yeah, I want you to loot the guy that I murdered
Part of me
and ran away.
so upset because I'm of interest in the cave.
I'm talking, yes, you're
No,
an
I know.
asset. We've
I
already
do.
found you, but like your gear, obviously you have no weapon at the moment.
I do.
You know.
Wait, oh, right. I need to get weapons, apparently. Got it. I get you.
So I don't think they change you up with a staff in your hand.
Nope.
No, probably not.
Just-
Her
just
gear
thought.
would be like leaning across the from her and the pile o' loot.
Yeah, I'm grabbing that like right now. Mine.
So she's grabbing her kit.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, so we'll assess the area for anything of goblinoid benefit.
Okay, so as you kind of like look around, you realize that these guys, they've spent some time working this quarry. They've got some cash. There's some random stuff that they've stolen from people, Yeah, so you have options for taking stuff, but the problem is, it's not like you've got a lot of, cargo.
Yeah, but things that might individually benefit or whatever. We'll assess what we take and don't take.
So, do me a favor.
We do have a cart.
And the person who is basically fleecing the place, give me a perception check. If you guys are working together, it's with advantage. But that's if you're working
we
together.
might be working together.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's look at everybody's perception real quick.
Yeah, I'm just a +0 perception, so.
I have a 4 perception.
+4 is way better.
Nah, yeah, that's better than what I got.
Alright, so we're working together, right?
Yep. So you get advantage.
Yep,
All
so
right,
go ahead
so-
and roll me perception, and you get the better of the 2 dice rolls.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, so a solid 12. 12 is pretty good. 12 is pretty good as you kind of like start pulling out the loot that you've obviously already seen them going through. So you clearly know that where they keep the good gems is there's a bag full of 7 really nice fancy gemstones that are worth probably a 50 gold piece a pop.
Nice.
As well as the petty cash sack of gold coins, which has got 140 gold coins. As well as there's 5 different pieces of like silver platter, filigreed goblet. Basically, those art objects are basically fancy dinnerwares of mismatched proportions, but they're fancy. So you could hawk those if you want to take those as well, or you could totally leave them behind. You have a feeling that you recall yesterday that 2 of the orcs came in the cave and grabbed some shit and left with it, and you have a feeling, when you discuss with the group while you're pulling this loot out of its various hiding spots, that it sounds like the orcs that were chasing you in the woods, remember guys?
Mm-hmm.
May have come back and grabbed some of the loot before they went looking for you guys, and maybe that's why they weren't so committed to finding you. Is maybe they took some of the swag and just took off for greener pastures.
Parts unknown.
Right.
Because it most likely is that they witnessed their boss getting taken out, and I don't want to get an arrow in the face that takes me out. Just saying.
Right.
Sometimes it just happens that you don't want to commit too much to the search party.
True.
But that's about all that you're basically looting is you pull out the couple little sacks. There's a couple little like sock-sized sacks that have the 140 gold pieces. And then the 7 gems and this nice little leather stone. Obviously, they trade in shiny stones as well as coin. And the fancy cook food, stuff of like, look at this silver platter. Look at this serving tray with a lid. Aren't these nice? They're worth something, but they're not quite worth something out here in the woods.
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
can I go back and loot that guy that I killed?
Unfortunately, somebody already kind of fleeced his pockets. This is what happens when you walk away from your kill. But he does still have...
I was running away from my kill because I didn't realize he was dead.
Sometimes this happens. He does have, next to his body, of course, is his weapon. I mean, he does still have the great axe sitting next to him. And there's, that spear that he chucked up at you guys earlier and, did some damage. But everything else, it seems like, other than just the chainmail that he's wearing, has been pretty much looted through and taken.
Okay. Well, I mean, think we should take the great axe just in case?
Yeah, I mean, we can add that to the
pile in the
clan.
Cart.
Yeah, to the clan, so.
Our clan of 3 at this point.
Well, we have the main clan. We do have our overlord that we,
You're a paladin commander.
So
and remember, back in your warren, there's like 40 plus goblin and goblinoids living in there.
Yeah.
I know, but it's like, okay, there's 3 of us now. We had more.
Because we have animals.
As Borf goes, Borf! Feeling left out.
So that's 7 gems at 50 GP each, and then 5 art pieces at 25 each, right?
Yep, if you want to throw those in a conveniently available burlap sack.
Nice. Well, we have a cart still, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, we'll gather that stuff up. We'll throw it in the cart. So, well, we'll definitely take all that stuff.
And
we should go now.
Her story about the slavers up north does kind of match with what you were told ahead of time.
Right. Okay. So, but our mission was this site, right?
Your mission was to find where the slavers are, and this was the first place to stop for clues. Basically, you're kind of expected to show up here, and somebody will tell you where their base of operations is.
Okay.
Okay.
Got kind of lucky that there's a prisoner, since the orcs and half orcs are no longer with us in one way or another.
Okay.
From a certain point of view. I mean, you could totally hunt down those 2 orcs that were kind of poking trees looking for you guys in their half-ass attempt.
Right.
I'd rather, being in fact we barely survived this encounter, I say we get the fuck out of Dodge.
Go back to the fort or something? Right?
Like, I would think in character we'd want to go, like, since we lost 2 of our party members.
Yeah.
One of which was, and I understand the Druid will eventually, or is a tank, but I don't know enough about her to know that yet.
I don't either. Yay.
So, my thought is maybe we go in character, go find some new recruits, and then, I'm not saying it gives us time to maybe also out of character to try and find some other players.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, yeah, we could head back to the clan area to check in, drop off the cart and what we found so far, and report up.
Yeah.
So you're thinking of the backtracking back the way you guys came?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
I like how the new Druid to the group says, yeah. Where did you guys come from?
Like, sure, whatever.
You saved me from a white asshole, so I'm happy.
Well, it's better a white one than a brown one, I guess.
So.
It's just that he looked more human than orc.
Yes.
True.
Okay, so you're gonna head back, head back to the wagon where you guys stashed it and plan to head
Yep.
back to the Warren.
I will give each of you 46 gold pieces and 2 gems
Yay!
each.
You're giving me money? Woo!
Yeah.
Alright, I stay with you
And-
forever.
And 2 gems each.
So you get 2 shiny
Alright.
stones.
Shiny, shiny, shiny.
And it's nice when you have
and the
shiny
other-
stones in with your coins, because it glimmers even more.
It goes clackety, clackety, clack, clack, clack.
Yep. And the art pieces and some of the other crap in the cart go back to the clan, so.
The general swag
Alright.
table.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ranger.
Me?
Yeah, our Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and Nix, give me a survival check as you're backtracking. I mean, you do
Okay.
have advantage because you thankfully your wagon left nice trail marks in the ground that you're following, and I'm assuming you're basically following that plan of your guys. You're flipping a Yui and heading back to the south, right?
Pretty
Yes.
much.
Okay, so
I think I did okay.
You have no problem backtracking the direction you came, and you have a couple of these sad moments as you stop off at the one campsite you were at where the wolves attacked you in the middle of the night, and kind of feels because Ragna's not with you right now, and it definitely hurts that she's not with you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, because she was a force of nature. As,
Oh, yeah.
You come across the site where you were ambushed by the orcs, and you see all the orc bodies there, and you just reminiscing moment there as I flip to that map so you can see it for reminiscing's sake. And
Yep.
who's basically on point, by the way?
What does that mean?
Who's
in the front?
Who's taking the lead?
Who's, got, overlap, kind of watching.
Are you guys
and
just
stuff.
all in the wagon, or somebody being in front of the others?
I think we're all in the wagon. Just makes more sense that way.
So
Sorry, my brain just died. You just told me what Nix's thing is. Crap. What? Ranger. Ranger should
Yes.
probably be in the front seat, and
Yeah, I would be in the front seat, kind of leading the way.
Okay, so you're sitting
Or-
there, as the riding shotgun, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
On watch. There we go.
I'm petting Borf. I like animals. This is fun.
So I'm totally going back and copying some minis real quick.
Tarkin's riding the horse. Peacock.
And since someone has named her druid, we can add we're going to do that. Then we're going to do that's the wrong character. As there's a weird squeaky noise.
The mouses are out. Got it.
Yep.
Something from the Druid's pocket. Like, what? You got squeaky toys? Really?
They're fun.
Yoda keeps trying to find where the squeaky toy is, and once he finds it, he just bites down on it really hard a couple times and then repositions it.
Oh, goodness.
As we
I'm
now
gonna
see
take
a
this from you.
nameplate on our characters. There we go.
Yay!
Now you can see her. And this is going to be Mule over here in case anyone wants to see Mule's hit points.
Yay.
Woohoo!
The prize mule is still alive. I'm very happy, though, about that.
Yeah.
Good mule.
You spoke too soon.
Oh, no!
Da-da-da-dum.
Stop killing off our party members, Jim! I almost had TPK last game. No more.
So Nyx, give me a perception check as you got your bow out. You know, you've got Geldran's driving the wagon. You guys are coming back to where you're seeing ghosts of the past, basically.
Because my survival was so good, can I get advantage?
No, because this is looking for just stuff. Survival was for not getting lost in the woods.
Okay.
A
know where we're going.
13.
We're not to see the other shit.
Okay,
Solid,
so you notice with your 13 some very interesting markings on the trees. Somebody hung up some little stick figures in the trees that was not there before.
Huh.
And you remember that you guys kind of hid the orc bodies, so they shouldn't have been found in the bushes where you hid them.
Right.
Do you
Right.
point out these strange little Blair Witch-like stick figures hanging from the trees?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Does
fuck. We're in Blair
anyone
Witch Woods now?
in the group speak Druidic?
I do.
Gee, what a question.
I know, I had to ask. So immediately as Nyx points these out to you, you recognize these little figurines. They are Druidic warnings. They've got a little bit of mistletoe hanging out in each one in the face area. And they're basically declaration of this is our turf, stay out of it. It's almost like a gang tattoo, but for druids to say to other folks.
Do I know what kind of clan they're from, or any of that, or is it just a gang sign warning?
I'll give you a chance that you might. Give me either Arcana or History. I'll take either or.
They're both the same. I'm not very smart. So we'll do Arcana. Nope.
Okay, so a solid 11. That's not bad. I mean, 10 is, average. So, as you roll your 11 there, you're kind of like, it's either human elf or half elf druid circle. You're not quite sure which one because it looks like it's a combination of elf and human markings. So this could be one of a half dozen different druid groups that is probably of the human or the elf or somewhere between spectrum.
Okay,
could
I
totally
tell the
be.
group that.
Well, then we keep an eye out.
Yeah. We'll keep moving. Don't want to piss them off.
So is Naze in the back of the wagon, or are you walking with the mule there?
I'm in the back of the wagon with Borf.
Okay. Feel free to move your token to make sure that you can move it. See? I just wanted to make sure you had control. This is how I test these things. Okay, so as you kind of, you're doing your thing, our ranger's perception was good enough to realize off over here, there's something watching you from behind the tree here. You don't see exactly what it is, but you definitely noticed that there was something looking, and you saw like a flash of fur.
Okay. I silently, I kind of wave to get everybody's attention, and then I point to where I saw the thing.
Yeah, it's pretty loud and proud. I like that. As you do that, you all kind of look over here at the tree, and you realize there seems to be a not like dire wolf, large wolf, but definitely a very healthy sized wolf. standing behind the tree there. And the thing is, it seems to like shirk back from being spotted as opposed to like a wolf would normally do. They would just stand still.
Mhm.
Right.
But you guys definitively know that there is a fairly nice sized wolf sitting back there.
He's a big boy.
Hmm.
Okay.
He's well fed.
So I'll kind of pick up the pace a little bit.
Okay, as I
Because I definitely don't necessarily want to.
I don't want to be here just in case.
Yeah, I mean, if the elves, humans, there's so misunderstanding. So I just, rather not be dealing with them, especially of the arcane type.
as I'm totally making your wagon a token again, so that way as your hiya mule, hiya. Give me a proficiency land vehicles, because you've got that, right?
Aye.
Or is it going to be?
Sure.
I think Ragna was our driver last
She
time.
was.
Yeah. No. But I could do like animal handling, I suppose, in light of.
No, this would be a land vehicle, because you're driving the wagon as opposed to just you and the horse having a private moment.
I don't
Yeah,
know what that would fall under, because I don't have that as a skill.
You're not proficient in land vehicles,
That was Ragna.
but you're totally doing it just like Ragna was with the whipping of the
Right.
straps and the wiggling of that handbrake you saw in the wagon every now and then to make a squeaky
Yeah.
sound. Okay, so
Right.
go ahead and give me basically a dex check, or you could even talk me into an intelligence because you're copying what you saw her do.
Right. I'm smart. I've seen this. I've read it in books. I mean, how hard can it be?
You stated a best Western.
So intelligence, huh? All right.
Intelligence.
Look at that.
Okay, that's nifty.
Woo.
So as you're trying to be all cool, cucumber, doing the thing, you kind of notice when, your ranger kind of jumped up and waved and pointed at the wolf realizes you saw it, and it's kind of like creeping up, but it's staying away from you guys, as you can see here. And it kind of like moves to watch you guys. As soon as you bring the wagon to this point, you kind of realize that,
Wait, that bush moved too.
Yeah, you kind of see
Being
this.
stalked by a bush.
Realize that something is going on here, as all of a sudden.
Dun, dun, dun.
All of a sudden,
not sure if you saw it on the map, but a couple wolves
kind
of come out right in front of you, and they don't seem to be acting very wolfish, by the way.
Right.
What is Borf's, what is his reaction to these guys?
Borf is in the back of the wagon, just chilling.
So, no, but he should be able to see and or smell them, so I'm like, is he worried about these stranger wolves or not?
He does not really see them, because remember, he is in the back of a wagon. They're loud, they're noisy.
Oh, is it a covered wagon? I didn't realize their wagon was
it's not a covered wagon. It's just that wagons are noisy, they're creaky, the wheels. And these wolves
got little walls.
Are trying to be quiet, and they just kind of they do that slink out of the trees all in unison. It's over intelligent for a pack of wild wolves. You obviously are picking off the body language that they're looking at each other, and wolves really don't do that often. They kind of make noises to signal, and these wolves seem to be looking at each other. And as you come around, you kind of see one wolf has some twig stuff kind of braided into some of the hair. It totally looks like these are not wolves.
Right.
Okay.
And
I'm just a
especially
little concerned about that bush that was here now is here. So I'm really worried about the bush right now.
Totally magic moving bush. All of a sudden a swarm of twig blights is going to come flying out of it, summoned by these guys.
Right?
So what do you guys do as the wolves basically block your way? I mean, you can totally try to push past. I mean, the mule was kind of startled when it happened, but thankfully, our boss here, Geldran's just like snapped the reins kind of tight and just like, whoa boy.
Yeah, I'll bring him to a stop.
Okay.
I kind of look at them like, not wolves.
As
seem unnatural.
the three of them kind of eyeball each other, and then they eyeball like right eye to eye contact with you, and their eyes kind of look more elven than wolfen. They got that elf fancy, brighter, lighter color.
Mm-hmm. I kind of scramble to be closer to Borf.
You're like scrambling over the bench.
Yeah.
So you're diving behind your buddy?
Are
Yes.
they exhibiting more of a intellectual what is this, or more of a territorial go away?
It definitely seems more intelligent, and they're basically checking out who the fuck is riding through their woods. That's the body language you're getting, is the
Okay.
who the fuck. But if you'd like to roll insight for more information, other than the very big things I've dropped at you, that they're definitely not just wolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
wolves.
how about you guys roll me initiative?
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, yatta hey. Which is a Navajo greeting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I forgot.
I have to click on something first.
Yeah, I forgot to click my icon.
Make sure you click on your token, because it won't help you if you don't.
Okay. That, yes, no?
Yeah,
yes?
that worked.
Okay.
Initiative is coming up real slow on Roll20.
Lay down. Go lay down. I'm not helping you out here. Go lay down.
But yes, you are.
Sorry.
You may have been unaware of this, but you are.
You're giving attention, so that's exactly what's happening here.
Borf is needing the attention.
Yeah.
Tonight, Borf will be played by a small 5-pound white and beige chihuahua. Because Jezebel has now decided that I am her problem. She is my problem, I guess.
Right.
As immediately, this wolf here shapeshifts into a half-elf. Yes, the token may look like a halfling, but it is in fact a half-elf, who kind of stands there and kind of like looks at the other wolves, and you notice that one of the wolves, this guy here, proceeds to go running off. And you kind of lose track of him, maybe. What did I just click? Oh, that was someone else clicking initiative. I was worried.
You're like, whoa, what did I do?
Like, why is my initiative not counting?
Huh.
Why? That's
Click on the
wonky.
token.
I did. Oh, it finally populated on the map, but apparently came up with the second number, not the first number. Okay, so he kind of like looks at you guys, and you see there's this total momentary pause of you're not sure if he's going to jump you or if you're going to jump him or exactly what's going to happen here. But you see him, he's got his little quarterstaff because of Druid shape change being as cool as it is in 5th edition.
Right.
It's totally cooler than it was in earlier editions. And he's just kind of like eyeballing you guys as you're eyeballing him, and Nazee's gonna go first and see what happens here.
Okay. So Anaia right now is trying to figure out, because I'm an idiot.
Oh.
Nazee's an idiot. And
Naze has an intel of 8, but Anaia's way smarter than that.
But
so
you got wisdom, right? So, you're wise.
I got some wisdom, yeah. So, because I'm thinking I should probably talk to them in Druidic.
Okay.
And
That's your wisdom coming out.
yeah.
Look at you, you know, pulling the Druidic card. I am a Druidic princess.
Druish.
I wasn't gonna go all the way there, but you took it full
Always
space
go
balls.
all the way. That's amazing.
Out of Spaceballs, just flashback right there.
Right.
And talk to the Druid that just showed up. And say hello. We're just trying to pass through
To go home.
and to take us home. That's it. Why do you stop us?
Ooh. So, with your why do you stop us part, are you trying to be persuasive or intimidating? How are you going with that?
More normal egotistical goblin of like, why are you in our way, bro? Like, not really intimidating, but more like, yo.
So more persuasive.
You're I guess so, yeah.
Like, we left the oven on at home. Let us go.
Yeah, we kind of want to just get home. Why are you in our way?
Okay, so go ahead and give me a
Shit in your force.
persuasion.
Persuasion.
As you're just like, live long and prosper, bro. Let us go.
Yeah.
We're pro
Hold on.
no leash law. Come on, man.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's
Not
not
so
good.
good.
As the dude kind of like, as you come up with a solid 5 for persuasion. At least you didn't roll a natural 1. And he kind of looks right at your hobgoblin chief as a wind starts to blow, apparently. And
Sorry.
he looks right at Geldran and spits really disrespectfully, looking like, you know, there was nothing lost in the half-elf language from this half-elf as he spits looking at the hobgoblin. And he just kind of looks at you and kind of, you know, gives Naze the look of like that cat look where they just kind of like blink their eyes slowly at you, which is the equivalent of a cat hug. But then he looks at the hobgoblin and says, "Your kind isn't welcome in these woods anymore."
Oh. The hobgoblin or all of us?
He's gesturing towards the hobgoblin, but you get the feeling that's a general goblins in general are not allowed in our woods.
Goblinoids.
Goblinoids. Well, I definitely want to use that thing if I watch over my friends and all that, but...
A group of woodsmen were attacked by goblins not too long ago. And some orcs. And we are here to make sure those accidents don't repeat themselves. Why do you wish to pass through our woods?
Actually, we just took care of your goblin problem.
Orcs. And orc
Excuse
problem.
me, orc, sorry. Your orc problem. Sorry, yeah.
As you're like, hey, we're
just
feeding all the goblins we can find and taking them with us.
Yeah.
What?
We actually took care of your orc problem. We attacked
One of them, anyways.
orcs that had enslaved your people.
And he kind of like looks at the dog, like he doesn't know what you're talking about.
He looks at the dog?
He looks at the wolf, sorry.
My wolf or his buddy wolf?
His buddy wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't give a crap about the furry thing in the back of your wagon. He's looking at his compatriot. And Nyx, you're up. I mean, if you want to do an insight check, or you want to talk some shit, or you want to shoot a guy with a bow?
No, I'm not going to shoot anyone with a bow yet. There's not any nearby cover for me to hide, because that's the way I work.
Real quick.
As she's hiding behind the hobgoblin already.
Yeah, real quick. When you said that they did the kind of half blink thing that cats say for hug, are they okay with me?
It seems they were indifferent with you, especially since you were speaking Druidic.
Okay.
Which means the, Druid code that, Druids don't fuck with Druids generally unless you're, bad Druid, which totally exists, by the way. There's Druids that like to burn the woods down because that's how you renew them. And then there's the Druids who don't like that shit.
Right. Understandable.
So he seemed to be giving you a very indifference. He wasn't aggressive. He was willing to talk. But your persuasion of just let us go, and he's just like, no, you're gonna answer the fucking question. He gave you the blink of I'm not attacking, but the fact that you have a hobgoblin with you with a polearm not too far from him, and a wagon that looks
Glaive.
And a wagon that looks suspiciously of human manufacture.
Right.
And a lot like the kind of wagon a lot of the humans this area have. Especially some humans that were murdered and lost their wagon.
We found it this way.
Oh, Jesus, don't say that right now.
I'm not.
Gear drift is gear gift.
So what is Nyx gonna do?
Let's see. I don't have any. All right. Okay, my persuasion is 0, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh, it's not like it's terrible. I mean, it's average.
It just means you haven't put any work into it. Anybody can be persuasive on the right day. That's when the dice comes up a natural 20.
Good point.
All right. Is there any way I can maybe?
Anyone can attempt anything.
Yeah.
And I will always say, sure, you can try. See how I'm giving you infinite possibilities and opportunities?
Sure.
I feel like I want to try and figure out. Could I roll insight to try and figure out a way to convince them to just let us go on our merry way?
I could give you insight. Insight doesn't really work that way. Insight would basically...
What would insight do for me?
Insight lets me give you insight into their motivations and reasoning. Like if they're lying, telling them the truth.
I figure their reasoning is they found corpses and their woods desecrated.
This could totally be confirmed with an insight roll, yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna... I feel like I'm... Yeah.
They asked a question, right?
Yeah, they told us, oh, these things were killed and this and that. So I kind of have a good idea as to why they're out here. I'm just trying to figure out a way for us to...
Especially when they mention the woodcutters and you have an intimate flashback of you shooting one of them with your arrow.
Have one of their...
This is why, out of character, I'm like, we just found it this way.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Axes. Well, they specifically asked the question, why should we let you through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically standing his ground like, why should we let you through? Well,
I mean, I can try and roll a persuasion, I suppose, to basically be like, look, we tried to free a whole bunch of our goblin brethren, and they were slaughtered by half orcs, and we just want to go home.
And humans.
What?
And humans.
And humans. But yeah, so
And
like
we even
tried
freed
to,
the humans here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could before they were killed.
Like,
And
I'm
like,
careful
and
the
one-
orcs
careful
slaughtered
how you
everybody.
say that, because it might be a deception at that point.
Well, no, I like the way, like I'm telling the truth in the sense of, we tried to free the slaves. The slaves were murdered by orcs, and it's totally the truth.
Mm-hmm.
We even had a human companion helping us.
And he got slaughtered too, and we just want to go home.
Okay, so
I
you
have filled up my monthly quota of slaughter of my friends.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a persuasion check. As you're just you give them the info dump of your various adventures.
With this tears streaming down my face as I'm hugging my wolf.
No.
God dang it.
Wow.
Would it be okay if I asked for advantage of the fact that I'm looking sad and pathetic and crying?
Well, you would have to use that first, but they're not giving any goblin tears any credence here.
Damn it.
As notable by the 4 that you just rolled. I like how the persuasions are getting worse and worse.
I just want to go.
As you see him, as you're just like, just let us go, and he's kind of like thumbing his little bandolier that's got little druidic foci hanging off of it. So what is Tarkin doing at this point? Besides getting ready to get off the horse and say, not with these assholes! Not with these assholes!
Yeah, he's probably launching up into the tree for the moment and looking around.
He's clearly seeing that this wolf is hanging back, and it's kind of like fall back. And this one's kind of protecting this druid here.
Okay.
Even though you clearly see that both the wolves are following people's heads during conversation. Totally keeping track with conversation, it seems. When that 4 for persuasion was rolled, one of them even shook its head in a sad manner.
Right. Yeah.
I might have to briefly take my dogs out, so you guys can kind of play without me for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear them whining in the background.
Well, if we want, after we take our Geldran's turn, do we want to take a 5-minute restroom run?
Sure.
Okay. They can. All right. So let's do Geldran, and then I'll.
Okay. So Geldran.
You can wait.
As literally, Nyx is looking at the druid saying, "You can wait."
Oh, no!
That explains the 4. So what is Geldran gonna do? Is this guy looks like he's getting annoyed by all these pleas that are falling on deaf half-elf ears.
Yeah. So I will stand up in the front of the wagon there, and I will be like, "Look, we mean your kind absolutely no harm. We came through to free our brethren and the humans that were also enslaved by the orcs, and to wipe out this blight of slavery. And the human, whatever his name is, I drop his name. I forget what his name was, but I drop his name. He was with the party of slaves here and joined our mission to free the slaves from the mining pit. Unfortunately, he fell in combat against the overwhelming forces. We barely made it out. We just want to return to our clan. But we wish you no bloodshed, but we will defend ourselves."
Okay.
Nice. And at the mention of name dropping his name, you do notice that the wolf kind of looks up at the guy and makes a whimpering sound.
Oh.
You can't quite place the an insight check would totally tell you, but there's some kind of signal between the wolf and the druid. So why don't you give me a persuasion check and let's see how badly things happen.
Yeah, because that's my strong point.
As our hobgoblin's like, come on guys, let's not let this happen. We all know it's about to happen. It's gonna suck for everybody. We just want to go home.
We just want to go home. Let us go home.
Because that's my strength. Because I'm like the frickin' high IQ person with like not real good personal skills.
You're the war band leader with the low charisma.
Yes, I am.
That's your leadership style.
Hey, but it's better than theirs, and it's
but
not
it wasn't a natural
crit.
One at least.
It's like it was not the crit, so.
So you kind of it comes across as a hobgoblin to a hobgoblin when you kind of give him the dude, just let me go home. Don't give me that cop hassle at 2 a.m. after the closing time. As a hobgoblin, your presentation of this is perfectly acceptable. Of dude, just buzz off, let us go. To a non-hobgoblin, it was a bit confrontational and brisk.
Yeah, well, just the facts, man.
And you realize, like a half second after you say it, that it's gonna be the hard way.
Yeah, okay. Gotta butcher some squishy elves. All right.
Well, they're more sturdy because they're half elves.
Oh yeah, wow.
Curses.
And I just realized they disappeared off the initiative tracker. What the hell?
Yeah, I was noticing that.
When I stood up, they lost their face and
You're like, okay,
forgot
cool,
the faces of their fathers and ran.
Let's just manually slot that shit in there. Okay, so the druid kind of looks at you, especially since you stood up, because of course you're a hobgoblin. You don't beg or plead. You stand up like a hobgoblin face to face, and bare your weapons openly because that's what people do.
Yep. Like I said, stated the facts. It wasn't begging. It was just like, here's the facts, ma'am.
Oh,
it's all in your hands. All in your hands.
All right. I'm gonna run real quick to let my dogs out because
okay.
Let's go ahead.
I'm afraid of accidents happening.
And that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.
Hello, this is Eric.
And Wendy Strock with Stone Valley Hobby and Games.
We sell board games, card games, role-playing games, and supplies. We have thousands of Magic the Gathering cards available, carry Kickstarter products, and work with veteran-owned small businesses to bring you our own line of products.
We are a small business retailer, but we offer competitive prices, a loyalty system, and free shipping on orders over $100.
As a military veteran myself, I'm a strong supporter of our armed forces, their families, and contractors out there doing the hard job. So any order from an AA, AE, or EP address will be shipped absolutely free.
Remember, StoneValleyGames.com, where we take your leisure seriously.